Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ashley Ezel, and today we are going to be filming a Natural Smokey Eye, and I'm using a couple different palettes as well. Put on some fake lashes, eyeshadow, and all of that jazz. So hope you're ready. Grab your palettes and let's get to it. Hey guys, so as you know, I am going to be filming a Natural Smokey Eye, and that's going to be a little bit more in depth than what I did, I think, on my first video. And it's going to have the same Morphe palettes, and I'll link everything below. And then after that, we can just get started. So we'll just jump right in. I already did all my foundation and my blush, and did the carved out a little bit underneath here. And it's just a little bit more full coverage than what I did yesterday. I mixed the Smashbox Studio Fix with, the Marc Jacobs Flawless Light Genius Gel. Love this one. I've had this one for about, I think I've gone through a bottle and I'm on my second one. So definitely recommend that one. I don't like to use it too much because it's a pretty penny. So I'm going to use this 35O palette again, the matte one. This is probably one of my holy grails. If I didn't have this, I don't know what I'd do with a lot of my makeup. So we'll be using this one. And we're going to start off with this shade right here, this second one. And this will be it's going to go all over the lid. I can move this a little closer so that way you guys can see it a little more. Hello. And then, so we're going to use this shade right here, and we're just going to dust that all over the eye. Just kind of do a little bit of that. And this is just so that way the rest of the eyeshadows can fall nicely on top of that. So then after that, we are going to use, I'm going to switch brushes, and we're going to go in with this darker shade right here, this one, right there. And we're just going to kind of put that. And these are very pigmented, so you don't need very much, and it's always easier to go lighter handed than heavy handed, because you can always apply more, but you can't really take it off. Or at least it's a lot harder. So you're just going to put that right there on the outer corner, right there. And just kind of work that in right there. And then once there's not a lot of product left, you're just going to kind of smudge it out. And you're just going to kind of create this like natural crease up through here. I always like to go a little bit up instead of having it come down like right in the crease, just so that way it gives the eyes a little bit bigger illusion of an eye. Okay, and actually, since I feel like this is going to get kind of messy, we're going to take the damp beauty blender. You're just going to take some RCMA powder and dump that out. Not all of it, but some of it, and just kind of pounce it up with it. And this will help like clean up the bottom of your eye if you are messy like I am and your makeup tends to fall, or at least like the excess eyeshadows tend to fall. This allows you to just wipe it away and not have to worry about all of that excess. there's that. And you're just going to let that sit. And then what we're going to do next is I'm going to take that Naked 2 brush and the stippling end of it, and you're going to take this shade right here next to that pukey green, and you're just going to get a little bit of that, and this is going to be your transition shade from this one to that one that we just used. I keep eating my hair. It doesn't taste good. I have found that these two shades blend together so nicely, and they just kind of make it an easy on the eye and easy way to get that blendability without having to work too much with the brush. So it's kind of a little bit of a faster trick to blending all of that together. So then after that, we're going to take this shade right here, that one, and you're just going to kind of go over that same spot on the outer corner, but keep this a little lower right up and through here. You don't want to go too high with it just because you want it to bring that natural like effect. And so just kind of blend that out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the other end of that brush, or any brush that has kind of this like curved bell shape and has a lot of, it doesn't have a lot of movement, and you're going to take this shade right here, not the one right below this stark white. I'm just going to take a little bit of that. And you're just going to kind of work in right through here, and that's going to allow for you to lay in a little bit of shimmer. If you want, you can keep it all matte. I personally, glitter is my favorite color, so for me, I'm always going to want to add some shimmer to it, just because a matte eye to me doesn't look as glamorous, and it feels, when I do add some shimmer, it feels like it has just pulled everything together. So then I just took a little bit more of that same color and put it right on there. Okay, and so then what I want to do next is I'm going to take, it's actually a lip pencil, but you can use it on your eyes, and it's a taupe. This is the Palladio lip pencil in the color taupe, and you're just going to take that and you're going to smudge it up right through here, and it's just going to give you an eyeliner, but it doesn't have to be black, just because I feel like black can be somewhat harsh, especially for whenever I'm actually going to a hockey game tonight, so I want that to be more of a natural look and not having natural. There's nothing natural about putting on makeup, or at least the amount that I like to have, but it gives the illusion of it. So I'm just going to bring this in a little bit, sorry. That way I can see what I'm doing. I did try this on my lips, and it was actually way too dark for my liking, because I do have really thin top lips, and it just did not look good on me. It made them look even smaller, and that is not something that I ever want to do with my lips, just because I always wish I had the fuller, more voluptuous top lip, but they are just so thin. So this was not a good shade for me, but I do love it just to create a little bit of an eyeliner. There we go. And so then after that, I'm going to take another palette. It's going to be the 350S, so it's going to be the same palette, but all in shimmers. Look at that. Look at how pretty. Ah, I'm so obsessed. So then you're going to take, I'm going to use a Sephora airbrush shadow, just normal brush like this. I'm going to spritz some Fix Plus on it. Get that nice and wet. You're going to dip some of that brush into, I think I'm personally going to use this shade right here. It looks a little gray on the camera, but it's actually more of a champagne-y color, but not as pink as this one. So I use it for a more neutral shade. And I spritzed my brush before because for me that makes it seem, it doesn't pick up as much product and it lays a little nicer. You can always, rub it in there and then spritz some Fix Plus and then just kind of tap it. And if you were going to do that, I would use that bell shape kind of brush again, but just kind of like tap. And so we're just going to take a little bit more of that and just kind of blend it out. And then I am going to go back in with that same Naked 2 brush and I'm going to blend it out with that transition shade that we used and just kind of buff that out a little bit. There we go. So there's that. I'm going to do my other eye and then I will come back and I'm going to probably put on some mascara and I will show you the full finished look. So I'll be right back. So I'm back and this is the final look. I put on some red cherry eyelashes. Again, these are 100% human hair. Don't know what style these are, but these are probably some of my favorite. If you can tell, they're super long. Probably some of my ride or die ones. As well, I did add a little bit of eyeshadow underneath here just to give that, full effect all the way from here up to here. And then just added some highlighter, that sleek palette that I used. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time.